reference to there being a couple, was the word you used, a couple ways to identify individuals, and you stated that you had spoken with the mothers of the alleged defendants' children. That be fair to say?
I believe I said I spoke with the mother of 3 of your children.
At that time, was the alleged defendant already in custody?
Yes, he was.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just use the fingerprints that were already obtained?
Like I said before, the fingerprints was one way. We also verified it talking to his family members that his identity.
Any reason why, or let me back up. Is it fair to say that there was more confirmation needed to identify the alleged defendant at that point, seeing as how the fingerprints were already obtained?
We were just being thorough. We were certain that it was Darrell Brooks that we had in custody based on his fingerprints and other information that we had. It was just a matter of being thorough and verifying the person that we had and the name that he goes by.
It'd be fair to say fingerprints are pretty accurate, though, correct? Would that be fair to say?
I think that would be fair to say.
So it would also be fair to say that there wouldn't be any reason why the alleged defendant that was in custody would be someone else. Would that be fair to say?
Objection, that's compound and difficult to follow.
This is not compound.
Sustained as to the form of the question, sir. Please
That was very
rephrase.
clear.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
And where did the interviewing of the mothers of these children take place, if you recall?
I spoke to Jessica Macklin in Iowa at her residence. I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick at her residence in Menominee Falls.
Whoa. Can we strike that? Why do the names have to be stated?
Overruled, he was answering the question. His answer may stand. Your request to strike is denied, and the witness may continue answering.
I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick in Menominee Falls at her residence, and I spoke to Erica Patterson a number of times at various locations about you.
You said one of the mothers of these children you spoke to in Iowa.
Correct.
Why would you go all the way to Iowa?
Because initially you listed her as a witness on your witness list for court. So we went there and we wanted to verify what information she might have that she would testify to.
Just for the record, I don't recall listing anyone as a witness, just for the record.
For the record, Mr. Brooks, you can't testify at this moment. You'll have an opportunity should you choose.
I just wanted that clear for the record since what was
Can't be,
said.
it's struck from the record at this point because you're attempting to testify. The jury will disregard
I
that.
just wanted the record to show
The
that
jury
I had no
will
knowledge of doing that. And if
The jury will disregard those statements made by the defendant as
Something's-
that he is not testifying, and it would be improper at this time for the court to receive them.
well, I don't think a
Go-
record should be
next
made of
question, sir.
something that I didn't do.
Next question, sir.
It's ridiculous. So you said you went to Iowa to try to find out what would be testified to. Why?
Objection, argumentative,
Grounds.
irrelevant, impulsory hearsay.
Grounds.
Sustained as to all bases. Next question.
Was that an attempt to prepare for what might have been said?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Why would there be preparation involved in someone who might testify on an alleged defendant's behalf?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Overruled, I'll allow it.
We went there to speak with her, so if she came in and testified, there wouldn't be any surprises. We also wanted to find out if there's any background information that she had about Mr. Brooks that would be helpful in our investigation.
So you made reference to not being any surprises. Would it be fair to say that there was a little worry there?
Objection argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
What surprises were you referring to? What do you mean by surprises? No surprises.
Your Honor, I object to this entire line of questioning. This witness is not expected to testify. It's wholly irrelevant.
Well, he opened the door by putting the name on the record and saying where you went.
I will allow one more question on this. Go ahead, you may answer.
Could you re-ask the question, please?
What do you mean by making sure that there were no surprises?
We wanted to make sure that there wasn't any information that we weren't aware of that may come up later that would be helpful in the trial.
Do you recall making an attempt to interview the child
Objection, relevance.
who was 7 at the time?
Sustained as to... Next question, please.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Not relevant.
Well, the question was asked, does he recall?
Sustained. Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain again?
Relevant.
How is it not relevant?
Keep going, sir.
Did you interview the child?
Same objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain?
Relevance.
Why would you ask to interview the child?
Your Honor, objection. This
Sustained.
entire line of questioning is inappropriate.
Sustained. Move on.
I would
Mr. Brooks.
object that trying to interview a 7-year-old child is...
Sir, move on, please. 90611. It's also not relevant. Assumes
Very
facts not in
relevant.
evidence.
It was a tricky move.